Hello, boys and girls. Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to Action Stations Bible Time with Maynard and David. Yeah, hello, David. Hello, Maynard. Nice to see you. Nice to see you, boys and girls. So, Maynard, what are we going to be doing today? Well, we're carrying on with our series, Jesus is Great. Yeah, we're looking at Jesus is Great and different things that happen in the gospel stories about Jesus to help us to see that Jesus is great. So, Maynard, what have we done so far? Well, Jesus is a great teacher. Yeah, not maths and things, but teaching about God. Yeah, great teacher. And then we did Jesus is powerful like God. Yeah, and he fed lots of people, didn't he, for nothing? Yep, from just a few loaves and a few fish, he fed 5,000 or more people. Wow. So, powerful like God. A great man. So, Jesus is great. He's powerful like God. And then we did Jesus is great. He's behind the harvest. Yeah, it's because of him that we've got food to eat. Yeah, so what's today, David? Well, today, Jesus is great because he's interested in everyone. What, everyone? You and me? And all the boys and girls. Everyone. Jesus is great because he's interested in everyone. Wow. So in a minute, we'll have a Bible story and see someone no one else was interested in, but Jesus was. That's great, David. So, why not start now? Well, first of all, we're going to hear from Teacher Dave. Oh yeah, great. Hello, boys and girls. I'm Teacher Dave, wearing my teacher clothes. I'm sure all your teachers wear clothes just like this, don't they? My job today is to say something to you about how this assembly is a Christian assembly. Yes, you see, David and Maynard are Christians, and they want to tell you about Jesus. Now, you might not be a Christian, and that's absolutely okay. Maybe you are, maybe you aren't. Maybe you are, maybe you aren't. Maybe you are, maybe you aren't. Maybe you aren't. Maybe you are, and then that's absolutely okay. I'm Teacher Dave. Thanks, Teacher Dave. Well, now it's time to watch the Bible story. It's from Luke's Gospel, chapter 19, and Jesus meets somebody no one else was interested in, and this person was quite small. Jesus entered Jericho and was passing through. A man was there by the name of Zacchaeus. He was a chief tax collector and was wealthy. He wanted to see who Jesus was, but because he was short, he could not see over the crowd. So he ran ahead and climbed a sycamore fig tree to see him, since Jesus was coming that way. When Jesus reached the spot, he looked up and said to him, "Zacchaeus, come down immediately. I must stay at your house today." So he came down at once and welcomed him gladly. All the people saw this and began to mutter, "He has gone to be the guest of a sinner." But Zacchaeus stood up and said to the Lord, "Look, Lord, here and now I give half of my possessions to the poor, and if I have cheated anybody out of anything, I will pay back 4 times the amount." Jesus said to him, "Today salvation has come to this house, because this man too is a son of Abraham. For the Son of Man came to seek and to save the lost." Let's look through that passage again, and let's act it out, doing little mimes. We're going to mime so we won't make any sound, and we'll freeze when I say freeze. Okay, so here we go. Oh, you might want to stand up. Can you do that? Stand up without making too much noise. Mind your chairs. Stand up where you are. That's good. Okay. Jesus entered Jericho and was passing through. Okay, we're going to walk. Here we go. Now when I say freeze, we stop and we freeze, okay? Freeze! Did you notice my Bible's invisible? You can see the background through it. It's very strange. Anyway, great stuff. A man was there by the name of Zacchaeus. He was a chief tax collector and was wealthy. Right, we're going to be wealthy. Here we are, and we have a wad of money, and we're going to sprosh our money, spray it around like this. What's the word? I don't know. Flick all the pound notes. Pound notes? £10 notes, £20 notes, because we're wealthy. And then freeze! Very good. He wanted to see who Jesus was, but because he was short, he could not see over the crowd. Okay, so maybe you are short, maybe you're not, maybe you're tall, but we're going to pretend we're short and we're going to be looking over the crowd, okay? We can't see. We can't see over the crowd. And freeze! Excellent. Poor old Zacchaeus, eh? So he ran ahead and climbed a sycamore fig tree to see him, since Jesus was coming that way. Okay, we're going to climb a tree. It's a very long tree because we're climbing for a long way. Climbing, keep climbing, and freeze! Very good. I like your trees. What happens next? When Jesus reached the spot, he looked up and said to him, Zacchaeus, come down immediately. I must stay at your house today. So we're going to look up and we're going to speak. Only it's a mime, so we're not allowed to say anything. So we have to pretend we're speaking, okay? Looking up and speaking and freeze. Very good. Okay. So Zacchaeus came down at once and welcomed him gladly. Well, he went up the tree, he's got to come down the tree. Freeze! Excellent. Some great climbing down trees there. All the people saw this and began to mutter, he has gone to be the guest of a sinner. Muttering, maybe under your breath. Pss, 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 pss. Oh, not allowed to make a noise. Got to have a nasty face because you're muttering in a horrid way. Freeze! But Zacchaeus stood up and said to the Lord, Look, Lord, here and now I give half of my possessions to the poor, and if I've cheated anybody out of anything, I will pay back 4 times the amount. Zacchaeus is giving things away. So we've got to give things away. We're giving things away. Freeze! I've no idea how good you are at your freezes. Maybe it's absolute mayhem in the class, and I'm sure it's not. I'm sure you're doing lovely freeze frames there. Okay, who's next? What's next, rather? Jesus said to him, Today salvation has come to this house, because this man too is a son of Abraham. He means that this man is descended from Abraham, and he's one of God's people. So I think Jesus is really happy here. So we're going to be happy, but without any sound, okay, because we're miming. Freeze! Great. Nearly at the end of the passage. Here we go. Jesus continued, For the Son of Man, that's Jesus' name for himself, for the Son of Man came to seek and to save the lost. I think we need to do some seeking. That means looking for. We do some seeking. And freeze. Very good. Give yourselves a miming clap. This is a miming clap. No sound. Just shake your hands. Hey, Maynard. Hey, David. That was amazing. I know. Jesus was interested in Zacchaeus. Nobody else was. Yeah, and he wasn't right with God, but Jesus still was interested. That's right. And he turned to Jesus, and he was a changed man. That's brilliant, David. Is Jesus interested in all of us? He's interested in everyone. Doesn't matter what we like. And with Jesus, we can come back to him, and through him, we can come back to God. That's fantastic, David. I'm really glad that Jesus is interested in everyone. Yeah, it's really good. That's one of the reasons why Jesus is great. Yeah, great. Thank you. Well, let's do a song. We're going to do a song, and it's a song based on that passage from Luke's Gospel. At the end of the passage, it says, Jesus came to seek and save the lost. Yeah, Zacchaeus was one of the lost people. That's right. And so that's what we're going to sing in this song. And there are actions, and I don't know if you can sing or not in class. You probably can't, but I'm going to give you just a few seconds to work out with your teacher whether you can sing the actions. And I'll go. Okay, see you, Maynard. He's gone. 19, Luke 19, Luke 19 verse 10. Luke 19, Luke 19, Luke 19 verse 10. Seek and save, seek and save, seek and save the lost. Seek and save, seek and save, seek and save the lost. The Son of Man came to seek and save, to seek and save the lost. The Son of Man came to seek and save, to seek and save the lost. 1, 2, 3, 4. Luke 19, Luke 19, Luke 19 verse 10. Luke 19, Luke 19, Luke 19 verse 10. Seek and save, seek and save, seek and save the lost. Seek and save, seek and save, seek and save the lost. The Son of Man came to seek and save, to seek and save the lost. The Son of Man came to seek and save, to seek and save the lost. Seek and save, seek and save, seek and save the lost. Seek and save, seek and save, seek and save the lost. Luke 19, Luke 19, Luke 19 verse 10. Luke 19, Luke 19, Luke 19 verse 10. Hey David, some lovely actions there. Yeah, well, I enjoyed them. It's a fun song. Yeah, and that's great, isn't it? Jesus came to seek and save the lost because he's interested in everyone. That's why he's great. Yeah, Jesus is great. He's interested in everyone. That's me, and the boys and girls, and the teachers, everyone. Wow, fantastic. Thanks for joining us, boys and girls. Yeah, see you next time. And meanwhile, bye-bye from Maynard. Bye. And bye-bye from me. See ya. Action Stations all time.